Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to add signed BoloForms document details in Google Sheets. So I am using BoloForms in order to manage my documents for digital signatures, and my objective over here is this, that whenever I am going to receive a signed document from BoloForms, then I want to add that same document details in Google Sheets. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up a connection between BoloForms and Google Sheets, and that we are going to do without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. So Pabbly Connect works on two principles, trigger and action. So in trigger, we are going to take BoloForms, and in action, we are going to take Google Sheets. And we will simply connect both of them to automate this entire process. And to learn this entire automation step by step, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to add signed documents of BoloForms in Google Sheets. That means whenever I'm going to receive a document with signature, I want to add the details of that signed documents in Google Sheets. So let's suppose I want to get the signatures of my employees on new contract, okay? So I have sent the contract to each and every employee with the help of BoloForms, and now my objective is that whenever a person is going to sign that same document, automatically the details of that document and the person who has signed the document should be added in my Google Sheets. Okay, so in order to automate this entire process, we are going to use Pabbly Connect, and with the help of this, we are going to set up a connection between BoloForms and Google Sheets. Okay, and that too without any coding or programming skill. So this is the home page of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach by tapping this URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming over here, we can find two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, you can directly click on sign in, but if you are a new user, you have to click on this sign up for free button to create your free new account. Also, when you will create your account, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, as an existing user, I am directly clicking on sign in. This is the all apps section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here we can find all of our workflows which we have created, and we can also create different folders over here to save our workflows accordingly. To create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option which is given on right corner. Let's do that, and here a dialog box will appear in front of us. So it is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let us provide a name over here. Add signed BoloForms document details in Google Sheets. After giving this name, here I'm going to select the folder in which I want to save this workflow. So I want to save this workflow in this particular folder, automations for BoloForms documents. Okay, so I've selected that, and now let's click on create. Now, as we have done this, we can see that two windows are open in front of us. First is the trigger and the other is action. So what are these? As I already told you that Pabbly Connect works on these two principles. So basically these two are the main concepts or the building blocks on which the entire automation runs. The trigger says when this happens, and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can have multiple actions as we want. Now let's suppose we are going to take BoloForms in our trigger and Google Sheets in our action, and we want that whenever the document which we have sent to the employees will be signed and submitted, automatically the response of that document could be captured over here, and with that response automatically a new row should be added in Google Sheets with the same record. Okay, so here we can clearly see that action is following what the trigger commands, because when the trigger happens, that means when the document is signed in BoloForms, then only the details are added in Google Sheets, otherwise not. So after understanding the concept of trigger and action, let's start creating the workflow step by step. First of all, we will select our trigger application. Now my objective is that whenever the document will be signed in BoloForms by the candidate, automatically the response should be captured over here in Pabbly Connect, and with that response the workflow should trigger. So BoloForms will be our trigger application over here. Now after selecting this, we have to select the trigger event. So trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or start. So new signature completed will be our trigger event over here, because the PDF document which we have sent to the candidates or the employees will be signed, the response will be automatically captured over here, and with that response instantly the workflow is going to trigger. So now we have selected the trigger event. Let's click on connect to build the connection with BoloForms. Now to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection over here, and if you already have an existing connection, you can also go with that. As we have selected add new connection, first of all we have to provide an API key. So from where we are going to find this? For that the instructions are already provided to us over here. We just have to follow them. So I'm going to take you towards my BoloForms. First of all, you have to log into your BoloForms account. Then you will find the option of settings over there. Okay, under settings you have to go towards integrations, and here you have to click on setup on Pabbly. Okay. Now, as you will do that, here is your API key. You just have to copy that and paste it over here in this field. Done. As we have done this, we can see that BoloForms is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So let's click on save. Now, as we have done that, here BoloForms is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So let's move forward. Here we have to select the document on which we want the signature. Okay. So from the drop down, you have to select your document over here. I'm going to select the contract because I want the signatures on the contract. Okay. But here you have to keep in mind that because we are selecting the document ID from the drop down, that means it has become static now. So in case if you want to send different documents to your clients, customers, or anyone for taking signatures, for example, here I just want to send the contract to all the employees. In case after contract you also want to send some kind of leave application, okay, quotation or anything on which you want the signature, then you have to map that data over here by turning this mapping button on. Or else you can do one more thing over here. Let's suppose after contract I also want to send the appointment letters to the employees, okay, and on that I want the signatures. Then I will open the workflow once again after my contract work will be done. After I will receive all the contracts with signatures, then I will simply select appointment or any other document from the drop down. Okay, in this way you have to work. Now let's click on save and send test request button. And as we have done that, it is showing waiting for response. This means that now we have to do a test submission so that the response could be captured. And how we are going to do that? By adding the signature on the document. Okay. So first of all, let me tell you that how I have added a signature option in my document. Okay. So I'm just going to cross this. I will go back towards the PDF section. And this is the PDF which I have sent to the employees for getting the signature. If you want to create a new signature PDF, then you have to click on this create signature PDF over here. You have to upload the file or the PDF on which you want the signature. You will enter the details over here. Okay, in order to add multiple signers, you will add the name, you will add the email address, then you will click on this add signer button to add one more signer, and in this way you are going to add all the signer details over here. Whatever subject you want to use in the email, you have to enter it over here and the email body specifically. Okay, and then finally you also have to enter the email address on which you want to receive the signed documents. Okay, then you will click on confirm, and as you will do that, it will ask you that on which place of the document you want the signature. Then you will simply add the signature option on whatever place you want and you will send the email. Okay, in this way I have already sent the emails to multiple employees. Okay, so this is the email which I have received. This is for test user. See, this is my email. And here when the person is going to click on sign now, he will be able to sign the document. So I'm going to click on sign now and I will click on start signing. This is basically a contract. Okay, I want the signatures of employees to whom I have sent this document on this particular contract. Automatically you can see that here the name is appeared because I have added the name column, and here the signature column is also given, so the person has to sign over here. So let's suppose I'm going to sign this document with the test user's ID so that the response could be captured. Basically here I'm going to do a test submission. So I'm going to click on this signature button, and because I've already done a signature earlier, so the signature is automatically added over here. Okay, so I'm going to click on finish signing. And as soon as the signature is made, so let's go and check whether automatically we have received the response over here or not. And yes, here we can find that we have received the response over here. In the response, we have received all the details. This is the status of the document that is signed. This is the name of the signer. Here is the email address, and we have also received the finished PDF URL. This means this PDF is of the signed document. Okay, so now our objective is to add the details which we have received from BoloForms document to Google Sheets. For that, we have to set up a connection between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets. So let's select our action application as Google Sheets. And now we have to select the action event. So our action event over here will be add new row. Let's click on connect. From the given options, I'm going to go with existing connection only because I've already built a connection with my Google Sheets earlier as well. Okay, but to create a new connection, you have to go with add new connection, and then you have to click on sign in with Google. Let's click on save. As we have done that, we can find that Google Sheets is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So now we have to move forward and we have to enter the details in these fields to create a record over here. So you can find that this is my spreadsheet with the name as BoloForms documents details. I want that whenever the document will be signed, automatically the details of that document and the signer should be added over here in a new row. Okay, and in this way I'm going to create a record of all the signed documents. So it contains 4 fields: A, B, C and D. Column A contains signer's name, column B contains email of the signer, and column C contains the link of the document which we have received after signature. And here we also have the status. Okay, so here we will go back towards Pabbly Connect. First of all, we will select our spreadsheet name. So the name of my spreadsheet is BoloForms document details. after selecting the spreadsheet, we can see that the sheet name is also selected because we have only created one sheet over there. Okay, now the next is signer's name, email, signed document link, and the status. So one by one we have to enter all these details, and we have already received all these details from our earlier response, so we will simply map the data over here. Now mapping is inserting data from previous step. Here our previous step is given, and when we are going to search for the name, let's say, so it has redirected us towards the name of the signer. When we will select that, it is automatically mapped over here. Okay, so when we have mapped this data, it has become dynamic. That means with each and every new response, it is going to be replaced. But in case if we will enter the data manually over here, then it will become static, and then it is not going to change with each and every new response. So now, because we have mapped this name, automatically with each and every new response, this name is going to be replaced with a new name of that new signer. And in this way, we are going to automate this entire process of creating the record. Now let's map the email address as well. So I'm going to search for email, and I will simply map that. Now we have to map the signed document link. So in the response, this is the PDF link which we have received. Let's select that, and it is mapped over here. Okay, now after this, we have to map the status. So let's search for status over here, and this is the status of the document. Let's select that, and it is mapped as well. So let's click on save and send test request button. And as we have done that, we can find that we have received the response. In the response, we have received all the details. So let's go and check whether automatically a new row is added in Google Sheets or not. And yes, here we can find that automatically the row is added over here, and in this row we have received the details of the document. This is the signer's name, this is the email address, this is the document link, and this is the status. Okay, this means that our workflow is perfectly successful. So let's summarize quickly what we have done here in this workflow. So we have taken very simple steps: trigger and action. In trigger, we have taken BoloForms, and in action we have taken Google Sheets, and we have connected both of them with the help of Pabbly Connect in such a way that now whenever a new signed document will be received in BoloForms, automatically the details of that signed document will be added in Google Sheets. Okay, so this was it in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such applications without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also, please like our video and subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.